Volatility back in the markets, and that has been pretty evident this month. And that has some investors worried about their retirement savings and wondering what, if anything, they should do. This week, there have been some new developments from the IRS and the Treasury that may, in fact, be helpful. Sharon Epperson, who's always helpful, is here to help us make sense of it all. Sharon, what's the best strategy for individuals who are concerned in these volatile markets about their retirement savings?
Well, they shouldn't do what Aon Hewitt told us that many 401k investors have done this month, and that is have above average trading in their 401k. This is your long-term investment portfolio, and so you don't want to be trading in and out. But what we found is on those days when we've seen a big market dip, a big dip in the S&P 500, a lot of folks have actually traded out of their 401k, out of equities, and gone into fixed income, exactly the opposite of what you want to do for long-term growth.
Let's talk about something that the Treasury Department has done just today, basically, and that is sort of liberalized rules, I guess is a way to put it, regarding one kind of investment that you could put into your portfolio to stabilize it.
One of the things that people are so concerned about, every study shows this, they're afraid of outliving their retirement savings. So annuities that offer a guaranteed stream of income is something that a lot of folks want. Now the Treasury Department is saying, hey, maybe this can go in your 401k. We're going to encourage folks to include this, employers to include this in a plan with target date funds so that you have it as an option. The big caveat, though, a lot of financial advisors I talked to said is that you want to look at the fees that are associated with this, of course, and you also want to consider if you are an investor that is able to manage your own portfolio, you may be able to do better rolling it over into a 401k, working with an advisor, and then buying annuity on your own. You just have to see what makes sense.
And derive the income that you might have gotten out of an annuity or even more by your own artful management of your portfolio.
Exactly.
Also, a little bump up in the amount that people max can put into their 401ks starting next year.
You already told people about this last night on the program, but $18,000 is what you can put into your 401k as a contribution, maximum contribution in 2015. You know, you're worried about having enough money for your retirement. It matters how much you actually put in. So it's important to put in the max, and if you're over 50, you can put in $24,000.
I was going to ask you about the catch-up for people over age 50.
The catch-up is $6,000, so you can put $24,000
You put $24,000 in. Oh, bottom line here, in light of the fears, the Treasury actions, what bottom line should people be doing with their retirement savings? Bottom
line is now the time not to panic, but to reassess where you are. If you're afraid of the risks that we've seen, whether it's Ebola, whether it's shooting in Canada, things that help you not sleep at night, you need to reassess and make sure your portfolio is rebalanced and that it's reallocated so that you can and so that you can reach your retirement goals, Tyler.
Sharon, thanks very much.
Sure.
Have a great weekend. Sharon Epperson.